This educational video is intended to help children build their vocabulary for the purpose of their general knowledge, as well as to improve their scores on state and other standardized exams. Please pause the video to read the purpose, scope, and warnings related to this video. This video has a free student engagement worksheet that can also be used as a quiz. It's available in many formats. Please see the link in the description to download this. In this video, we'll learn the definition of these words. We'll do that by focusing on the meaning of the word parts, which make up each word. The word root comm means together. In the prior video, we learned that the word root co also means together. The word combine is made of two key word parts. The second word part is by, which means to. The word combine means to bring two or more things together. Perhaps the most famous use of this word is when referring to a combine harvester. A combine harvester combines two separate tasks into one machine. The first task is to cut the crop, such as this wheat. The second task is to separate and keep the grain, while discarding the shaft. The shaft is cut up and left in the fields so it can be recycled into the soil. The grain is held in this tank and can either be taken back to the farm by the combine harvester or transferred to a trailer while the combine harvester is still in a field. Although complex, this one machine can do the entire harvesting job quickly and efficiently. The word compress is made of two word parts. The second is press. There are two common uses of this word. One use is as a verb, which is an action word. Here's an example of the word compress as a verb. When we compress this fruit, we put it between two metal parts and then press those parts together. The second use of the word compress is as a noun, which in this case means a thing. A wet, cold cloth is called a cold compress. We put a cold compress on our heads to soothe the headache. The root word comm means to share with everyone. The word commons is made of the root comm and a word forming suffix. There are two major uses for this word. The first is to refer to a public park. Anyone can go to a public park because it's shared with everyone. This is in contrast to a private area, such as a golf course, which may only be used by people who pay a membership. The second case where the word commons is frequently used is when referring to the House of Commons. The legislative branches in Canada and the United Kingdom both have a House of Commons. This is equivalent to the House of Representatives in the United States. The word community contains the same word root comm. A community is a group of people who share a similar interest. For example, the scientific community refers to many different types of scientists, yet they all share an interest in science. The performing artist community refers to many different types of performing artists. Yet since they all share an interest in the performing arts, they're one community. Sometimes, we use the word community to speak about the people in a specific physical region. The people who live in and around our homes are in our community because we all share a common neighborhood. The word communicate contains the word root comm. Communication refers to a way of sharing information. We can do this as simply as talking and listening to each other one at a time. Or we could do this using technology that lets one person share the same message with millions of people at the same time, such as with a radio or television. Radio and television are types of mass communication technologies. In this context, the word mass refers to a large number of people. The word communism contains the word root comm. The word communism refers to an economic system in which all the citizens share the way that wealth is produced. For example, this barber lives in a communist country. Although he's in charge of this barber shop, he doesn't own this business, the building, or the equipment. In contrast, if he lived in a capitalist country like the United States, then he would be allowed to own his business, the building, and his equipment. He wouldn't have to share everything that he has earned with the entire population, such that effectively the government owns everything and he owns nothing. Thanks for your attention.